To all the geeks and nerds out there, welcome back to another episode on the Legacy SMP server. And here we are starting off in the Quantum Reef City. We're building some more buildings, surprisingly enough. So we've already built some of these sort of towers before. And yeah, we're going to have a few more dotted around just to fill up some space and yeah, make this city quite interesting. Now, I'm still on fire. We still have the scorched earth event going on at the moment, so we need to either build at night time or we need to drink lots of fire resistance potions. But there are some new votes up on the website for the next event, so go on over to LegacySMP.com and you can vote for what happens next on the server. Now, in this episode, we are going to be building a blaze farm. There were two spawners over by the Wither skeleton farm. We're going to turn them into something interesting. We're going to be killing those blazes, getting the blazes rods so we can use them for end rods, and also it'll be good for some potion brewing, that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, that is to come, so stay tuned for that. Now this week we had Clash of the Creators, which we participated in, and that was a lot of fun. So thanks to everyone that came to that to hang out and see us derp around trying to kill as many mobs as we could in the time limit. There were 4 teams made up of hermits and also legacy members, and also Pixel Riff was there too. So yeah, that was a whole lot of fun. So again, thanks very much everyone for turning up for that. That was a whole bunch of really good stuff, really interesting, and yeah, had a really great time. So anyway, let's get back to the building and get this episode rolling. That's it. I've had enough of burning in the sun, and so I've come to the nether, the place filled with lava and fire, to get away from the burning sun. And we're over here, our Wither skeleton farm. That's because we're going to work on the new farm today over here. Now, when we worked on this project before, we discovered that over this way we've got a double blaze spawner. So that's what we're going to do today, work on a double blaze spawner farm. So over here, this is one just here, and there's another one just over there. So there is a spot you can stand roughly kind of here where they'll both be activated. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Now, what I need to do first of all, before these guys start spawning and kill me, is I need to light them both up so they don't spawn any mobs as we're working in the area. And I'm going to place down a beacon. I asked around if anyone had a beacon, and Slime came to the rescue. He had one that I can use. I've taken the one from the gearing up building as a temporary measure until I get my own. But yeah, we can use that and get rid of somebody's blocks. So let's clear out some of this fortress, get these spawners lit up, and then we can get cracking on building this double blaze farm. I've got my fire resistance on, so we should be pretty safe. But I think what I'm going to do now is just come in here, get some glowstone down, and light this whole thing up. So hopefully we shouldn't get any of these spawning, which will mean we can be left in peace as we build up the farm. So I'm not sure how many of these. I think we need to come out like by 4 or something, and then have a few that come on the outside, something like that. It might be enough. So if you do that on all 4 sides, hopefully that's enough to stop the blazes spawn. But if they do, then we can start adding some more. No problem at all. All right, let's do this and then get this beacon down and get building on this farm. And with that, all the blocks have been removed, and now we can make a start on the farm itself. So as you can see here is the spawner right in the center, and I've started to build this big glass box all around it so you can see the blazes when they spawn, and then we'll deal with them in due course. Now I've made a start on the other one as well, just over there, so kind of done the top half. That was easy to build because it was on the side there. That's where I've got my shulker boxes, and the beacon is just over there as well. That's where we're up to. So I'm basically going to complete this box. It's basically to be a big glass cube over here, same over there, and then we need to deal with how we get the blazes back to us, because the thing is, the blazes are going to be down there, because when they spawn they'll float down to about that level. But the AFK spot we need to be on is up here. It's going to be roughly in the center, but it's up high. If we have an AFK spot down below, both of the spawners do not activate. So we're going to have to find a way to get the blazes from down there up to here. So yeah, but I've got an idea. It's something that I've actually done before in my single player world. We're going to build a blaze roller coaster. Our glass boxes are complete. So here is that one over there. You can see there's a little bit of extra at the bottom. We'll come on to that in a minute. And we've got this one over here as well. So the next job, I think, I'm not sure if this is the best way, the best order to do it, but next we need to put in some lava. So first we're going to drink fire resistance just to make sure we are all safe. Now, in 1.16, one of the changes is that these nether mobs get pushed by lava, and we're going to use that to our advantage. So what we want to do is we're going to put some lava in all of the four corners, which will push the mobs into the center. And then we're going to have one lava source down here going that way. So that will push all the blazes basically into this block, but right up against that block there. Then we're going to have our rail underneath, a little pickup system to pick up all the blazes. So let's... should we break this first? Might be better to break all of this. We'll get blazes spawning, but that's okay, I think. Maybe. Okay, let's try. Let's do this. Okay, all the light is gone, and of course the blazes are indeed spawning. That's okay. Now what we're going to do is add this lava. So let's add one lava source in each corner. That's two. Over here, and then if we jump up here, the last one here, hopefully we should have lava flowing all the way to the very center. What's going on? Why is it flowing over there? That's wrong. Okay, let's fix this. Maybe that should flow to the edge. What's going on? This is not right. Okay, that's the problem. We need to add the fence gates at the end. So that's what we'll do. We'll get all the lava in. One here. Also one here. Hopefully my fire resistance is not going to run out. That would be quite painful. Oh, not there. That's the wrong place. Get the block underneath. Get out of here, Blaze. And I've got an advancement along the way. Get out of here. There we go. Need to open that up. Break this. Right, let's get out of here. That should be it. Hopefully. Is that it? Let's have a look. I think that's right. Okay. Oh no, it's not right over there. Dang it. Okay, I think I've found a way to fix it. I've added some light here to reduce the spawns, but I think I've just come around here and I've picked up the lava, and you can see this one has now flowed all the way to there. So I'm hoping if I put this one back, we'll get proper flow. There we go. That's it. Okay, just need to basically pick up the lava and put it back again, and we are good. All right. So lesson learned. I can get rid of the light again. I added that from the top. I went in from the top and just placed those few from the top. So lesson learned. I think we'll do the lava first over there, and then we'll get rid of the glowstone afterwards. All right, let's do that next. Okay, that was a lot easier. Got all the lava in at the bottom, no problem, without being hassled by the blazes. And now I've just jumped in here at the top, and I'm going to remove all of these, and then yeah, make my escape. And hopefully this will work out. I've still got 5 minutes left on my fire resistance, so hopefully we won't get bothered too much by these blazes, and obviously making extra careful that I don't actually break the spawner. That would be bad. But yeah, this is working out all right. So once we've done this, we can then start working on the rail system underneath to bring these blazes back to the player. And why are we even building this farm? I guess is the other question, and that is because I want to use some end rods in our city build. I think that's a good light source that kind of fits in with a futuristic kind of style. So that is the plan, at least. All right, onwards and upwards. Time for a progress report, and as you can see, we've got plenty of blazes now down in our bottom chamber, and I've also added the start of our rail line, at least underneath that one, and I've also done something similar over here as well. So the blazes now, all the lava's all fixed up. They spawn, they fall into the lava pushes them eventually into that little container, and yeah, we're ready to pick them up. So I wanted to say that this is where our kind of AFK spot's going to be, our killing area. The blazes are going to be brought to us right here in front of us, and if we're standing here, then you can see that both these spawners are active. So that one is. If you go to this one, so is that one. But if I move even over to here, for example, obviously this one is still active. I'm getting closer to that one, but this one over here is not. So we do have to stand basically on within these 2 blocks right here. So what's next? Well, we need to have more of a rail line. So these rails are going to bring the blazes up to us so we can kill them. But over this side, we're going to have a bit of redstone over here, actually, because what we're going to need is 3 minecarts per spawner. So they're going to have their own rail system, their own kind of rail line that's just for each of the 2 spawners. And we're going to need to have 3 minecarts for each one to be able to keep up with the spawning rates of the farm, to bring them to us quick enough so we can kill. I know that you could try and use like lava to push them to us, but the thing is it's hard to get the blazes to come up when you do that. So that's why I've opted for rails, and also it's a bit different, it's a bit cooler. You know, we can have a little bit of fun along the way. So I think the next thing is let's get this redstone in over here that's going to control the minecarts, and then I can explain how it works. Up is on and down is off. What does that mean? Well, it means this lever. This is the lever that's going to turn this farm on and off, and it's connected to some of the redstone. The redstone for this side at least. We need to do the same redstone over here, but I thought it'd be easier to see and explain with just half done. So let's talk this through, shall we? So this lever is going to control this piston. There's a sticky piston here with some slime blocks underneath it. So let's go down here, and that is basically going to control this redstone block, whether it's going to be up or down. When it's down, that means that everything is off. So let's talk about this. What's the best place to start? I guess here. This is where the minecarts are going to start. So we've got this dispenser here. This is empty at the moment, but that will have minecarts in it. They will get dispensed onto this rail, and then the minecarts will go this way. Because we're currently off, that rail is pointing that way, but there's actually a redstone torch underneath that. You can just about see it there. So when it's on, this will actually turn this way, and so the minecarts will come along here, go along there, over there, pick up a blaze all the way up to us as a player. We can then kill the blaze. The minecart meanwhile will go this way. It will then fall down, land back on this rail, and continue going basically in a big loop round and round and round until we turn the farm off. Now when we turn it off, what's going to happen is that rail is then going to point this way because we're currently in the off position. The minecarts will then go up here. They'll break on the cactus, go into this hopper. There's a few more hoppers there, and then they'll end up back in the dispenser. Now when the farm is on, I need to come under here. There's a bit more redstone. So this redstone line here controls the redstone torch, which controls the rail over there. It also comes underneath here and will also lock this hopper right here. That's because this hopper has got an item in it. So when we turn the farm on, that will be released. The item will then go round this chain of hoppers, and then this comparator will detect it, and that's what powers the dispenser to dispense the minecarts with the right amount of space in between them. Because if you spend them off too close together, there's a chance they can get hooked up. They can bump into each other when they go around corners, that kind of thing, and we're going to have a good bit of space in between them. So this is enough to do that. Now I'm going to add composters on the top of all of these. That's to prevent a little bit of lag. So we do that for all of those hoppers. We've also done it over there for those ones. That's the reason. So that's it in a nutshell. Hopefully that made some kind of sense, but basically this is just a way to control the minecart. So what we need to do now is build this up for the other side over here, and then we need to get all these rails going up, kind of snaking around and back up to the player, and we'll talk about why in a bit. And the second half of the redstone is now in, so that's done. So we've got both those sides ready to go. Now, what else have I done? Well, I've made a bit of a start on the killing area. So we've got a door here, so we can come inside. We're all nicely secure, all totally surrounded by blocks. And the blazes are going to end up on top of these two carpets, so we can chop them up. The drops will go into these hoppers, which go into these chests underneath. There's also some hoppers underneath here in case any blaze rods come out and land over here. So that's where all the drops will go, in those chests. Now there's a way down, so we can go down this ladder right here. We get access to all of the chests, to all of our drops and whatnot. And yeah, you can see a closer look of all the redstone. So basically this half is the same as this half over here. And the next thing to do is to talk about the rails. So I've made a start laying them down. We haven't finished yet. Whoa! And let's see if we can land again. We can. Okay. So after that little mishap. So basically, as we said, the blazes will get picked up in minecarts and can come across this line. Now what we're actually going to do is we're going to put solid blocks on top of all of these. Now why are we going to do that? Well, this minecart track is not only here for show and a bit of fun. It actually has a function, and that is to keep the blazes having some damage all the way up to the player. So their heads are going to be inside these solid blocks. So all the way along this track, they're going to be taking damage all the way along. So by the time they get to us, they're a one-hit kill. Now that is important. We'll talk about that a bit later on when we actually demo the farm. But yeah, it's important that they're a one-hit kill. Otherwise, we're going to end up with some trouble. So basically, the next job now is to continue this track. So I've got it running all the way here, kind of zigzagging all the way up to this point right here. Now this is where it's going to start going up into a kind of little staircase and then over to the player. We're going to have a bit of redstone up the top there to be able to drop the blazes off. I think I'll build all that up, show you it, and then we can see this farm hopefully in some action. Yeah, it's going to be good. And here is the rail line that takes the blazes up towards us, and as you can see there are blocks above it to give them damage, and also the blocks over there. So that is all done. Still need to do the other side, but I thought I'll focus on one side at a time. So if we can follow this up here, you'll see that the rail at the very top turns up this way, goes this way, and just in here, that's where the killing area is. So we need to drop the blazes off from this rail into the killing area. Now how are we going to do that? Well, there's a little bit of a trick we're going to do. So what we need to do here is, I've laid down the rails already, so this hole is where we want the blazes to end up. So over here we've got this activator rail, so when the minecart goes over it, that will eject the mob, but they have to be on a block. There has to be a block here for them to eject, otherwise they'll go somewhere else. So they could go on top of a rail or whatnot. We need to have a solid block next to this activator rail for it to work. But of course we want them to fall into that hole, so we need to move this out of the way. So what we're going to do is, over here I've got this detector rail, so I'm going to add a redstone torch next to that. So as the minecart goes over that detector rail, it will depower this torch. And then I've also got some sticky pistons right here. So put a sticky piston next to the torch, just like that. So by default, it's like that. So what happens is the minecart goes over, the mob gets ejected onto the block, the minecart continues going forwards onto the activator rail, depowers the torch, which then retracts the piston. So the mob, the blaze then falls down into the chamber. That's it. So we've got to do that on this side as well. We're going to have another rail this way, and that's how the mobs get into the killing area. So yeah, this is this side done pretty much, I think. I don't think there's anything else to do apart from get the minecart in place. So I think it's now time just to build up this side as well. So all the blocks on top, get the rail all the way up here, finish off this bit, and then we're ready to turn this farm on and see if it works. I think the farm is now done, and another excuse to get away from the fire is to go to the end. Now, the other thing we need for the end rods is some of this chorus fruit. So I'm going to gather some of the flowers at the top so we can get a farm going at some point in the future. And then I'm going to go along here and, with my axe, chop down the whole plant, and then we should get a good mixture of the flowers as well as the chorus fruit. So I'll do this for a bit, and then yeah, we can have all the ingredients we need to create the end rods that we need for our city. That is the plan. So yeah, I'm going to hang around here for a bit. Oh, it's quite liberating just walking around and not being on fire. I'm now on the way to the super smelter, and we're back to being on fire. But as we travel, I should let you know there are some new votes up on the website. So if you want to control what kind of food we're allowed to eat next time around, then get to the website, link in the description, and cast your vote. We're back at the farm, and there are blazes ready to kill. So I haven't even tried this on. I haven't even tried to turn this on yet. I have added the minecarts underneath. So when we flip this lever, we should see 3 minecarts on each station get released, and then that should start picking up the minecarts. So let's turn this thing on and see if it actually works. Let's watch for minecarts popping out any second now. There they go. 1 and 2. Yes, and then 1 more. I can hear blazes. 3. So the minecarts have all come out, and we should see blazes coming into the hole. Yes, here they are. So as they come up, they get dropped into this. So we can kind of see the minecart going around, picking up a blaze over there, and then coming around its little course until it comes above, and then it's dropped into the killing area. Of course, now we'll stand here and chop away at these blazes, and then they should obviously. They're going to go through the chest. There we go. There's some going through. They'll go down to the bottom chest so we can go and check it out in a second. But yeah, just got to wait to... Oh no, wait, what's this? Oh my god, got stuck. No. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see what's going on. I think I found the culprit. Those rails there were not powered, and that's because I didn't power them. So I added this lever underneath. They're now powered, because I think what happened was the minecarts came through, they got stuck there and then bounced back, and then one got stuck there because one before it bounced back and stopped it. So that over there looks okay actually. So I think that was the problem. So I've gathered the minecarts. All 3 of them got stuck, so I put them back in here. Let's turn this thing on again and see if it works this time. Okay, time to take 2. Let's turn this thing on, and hopefully this time it works. Let's keep an eye on this side over here. We'll get the minecarts coming out, and it should go up. Picked up a blaze. Oh, the blaze. Oh, I think they're dying because there's too many in at the moment. They're already taking entity cramming damage because I've left it a bit too long. But as things kind of straighten out, then we should be okay. So they are coming up. Just waiting for this piston to open. There we go. Okay, they're making it through now, it looks like. And they should go around for a second run. Yep, they're falling down. Yes, okay, it's working. It's working. All right, so now we just come over here and, chop away. Now, the important thing here is that you kill all of these in one hit. Now, if you just damage them, then the blazes, even though they can't see us like with a direct line of sight, they will get aggro and they will fly up. So let's see if I can just hit one of these. So I think maybe I'm damaging them too well. Okay, that's good. Oh, did I just hit that one? There you go. There you go. I hit that one and I didn't kill it. Now they get aggro and they fly up. And of course that means they're not going to enter the lava. So that is effectively breaking the farm. So you need to make sure when you use something like this is that you kill these blazes first time. So make sure you've got a reasonable sword. That's my reasonable sword. So yeah, we should be good. Look at these guys as well. Look at them all. they're all not very happy with me. So that's what happens if you hit a blaze and yeah, don't kill it. All of the blazes within a 48 block radius will get angry, even if they can't see you. You have a direct line of sight. I can come out of here. These are just in a glass box. There's no way to get me, but they still don't like me. So they don't shoot like they used to. There used to be a bug where they used to shoot, but they just fly up now. So that's something to look out for in these kind of farms. All right, I think I'm going to fly away, despawn all of these, and then give this thing a good run. And I think that will pretty much do it. We've been running here for about an hour and a half, maybe a bit less than that. So let's turn this thing off, and all of the minecarts should now go back into the dropper, or the dispenser, should I say? So you can see they fall down there. Should be, yeah, there's another one. Goes around the track into the cactus. Yeah, ready for the next time around. All right, very good indeed. Let's kill these last few, get it all emptied. Right, let's check out the chests, see how much we got. Let's open this up. Oh, look at that. Not too bad. And then this one. Oh, look at this. So if we grab, if I can do this, we grab all of these, put them in here. Oh, nice advancement. There we go. Let's grab all of these as well. Get the heads, get it all in one chest so we can see it all. There we go. So there we go. Not quite a full double chest, but that is enough blaze rods to keep us going for the foreseeable future at least. But yeah, we can come back here, do some AFKing, get some more blaze rods. Okay, right, I'm going to take these back to the base, get some crafting with to make some emeralds, and then we can add them to our buildings. But before we go back to base, I think I'm going to stock up in our storage room. So this storage room is filling out. We are going to have to expand this at some point soon, but over here the blaze chest is empty, so I'm going to empty all of these in here, so that will keep everyone else going for the time being. I've got this this shulker box for my own personal use, so I will keep that handy, and then we can restock this and do a bit more AFKing when I get a bit more time. Okay, so let's head on back to the base, and the good thing is it's night time, so we can travel in peace without burning. Oh no! Thank goodness for the night time. Now we have our new light source, we can start adding it to some of these buildings. I think I'm going to try it out here. Oh, there we go. Fluorescent, got another advancement. Awesome. So I think I'm going to try and lay these down like this and try and just see how this looks actually. So I think this will look all right. Just an extra little detail for these little towers, and then now that we've got these, we've got an extra light source. We don't have to just use sea lanterns, we can now use these as well, so that really opens things up for us when it comes to designing the rest of the city. Now there's going to be quite a lot of buildings here. A lot of them still need to be designed. We've got a lot of space to fill up, so we're going to have some more of these towers. I might all of these at the moment are all the same. I might do some more of like a different variation of these just to help fill in some of the gaps, but we do need some more bigger buildings, and we'll probably get some kind of farms inside it. I'm thinking one thing I do need over here is probably my own super smelter. The one in town is okay, but there's been a few times when I've gone over to use it and someone else is using it, and you know that's obviously slows down my progress. So I think I'm going to build probably my own one that's a bit bigger, that can smelt things a bit quicker, because obviously we need to do a lot of smelting over here, a lot of glass, that kind of thing we're going to be using. All right, so far so good. So let's get these emeralds placed and then see how these towers look. And now that the sun has gone down, it's nighttime, which means we're not going to burn, so I can take a look at this thing. But also nighttime with looking at lights is a bit better, I think. So all of the emeralds are in place on all the towers. Doesn't make a huge difference for these builds, but it's a nice detail. But of course, the point of this is to open up having emeralds, so we can use those in other designs. But yeah, all these towers are now done. Got the emeralds in, so it looks pretty good. And I've also got mob farms here, so we need to watch out for them. Yeah, that's something we might need to come back to, make sure these are spawn proof just to make sure we're safe. Down the bottom it is, but at the top it's not so much. But yeah, this is looking pretty cool now. We're starting to get a whole bunch of buildings here, and this is looking really nice. Now I need to get designing for some more buildings. This is all needs to be filled up, and I think I want to do some interesting things. I want to have like some interesting shaped buildings, not just kind of square ones or these kind of rectangular ones, that kind of thing. I want to get some kind of weird shaped ones. That kind of stuff will be quite cool. Some vehicles maybe floating in the sky, flying around. And a lot of comments from people have been about all of these buildings just floating on the top of the surface of the water. Yep, I got that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that just yet, but yeah, it's on my list of things to think about. But all of this will make sense later on. All I'm going to say is that it's all going to make sense later on. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, and I'll see if I can find a solution for the floating buildings at some point in the future. And that is about it for another episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then please hit the like button. And if you are new, then feel free to subscribe. And if you have any comments or suggestions, then get in that comment section. All right, my geeks. Until next time, I will see you later.